This is a Gripen simulator. It's for the air show, but it does show what the aircraft look like, more or less. In the real aircraft there are a lot of more menus, a lot of more things that we can show. But roughly this is what it looks like. You have 3 large 6 by 8 inch multicolor functional displays. You have 2 ways. You have a day display, which you see here, and you have a night display, which is a lot darker. The day display is so you can look out on a target, look into the sun, and go down and immediately be able to see what's on the screens. On the left display, we can show what we show here. You see the weapons and the stores. You have a ADI ball, Mach number, indicated airspeed, altitude. You can show engine parameters. We don't normally do that. We don't show any engine parameters because we don't need to show it. But this is what we do here. There are other things we can show there, and of course there's sub-menus everywhere. Center display is a map that you can scale in and out of. Right now we're flying south over Sweden. I can zoom in, so I go down, and in the real map, of course, there's a lot of information as railways and masts, roads, etc., etc. On the right display, we show sensors as radar, weapon sensors, target identifiers, lightning pods, etc., etc. And you can show video on all displays. In the up-front control panel, we show radio 1, radio 2, data link settings, polygons for navigation, every IFF like interrogate the friend foe, everything you need to have access to quickly, you can have access to up here. We have a wide field of view HUD, 30-degree wide, holographic. It's built like a sphere, which means that when you fly and you pass the zenith, there's no twisting and twirling of the head-up display. It's very nice to fly at night with. Other than that, we have a small stick. The stick has very small deflection. You use it by flying with your wrist. Completely fly-by-wire. You can do whatever you want with the stick. The aircraft won't depart or anything like that. On the left side, we have the throttle. That has a number of different grips. You have a lower grip for formation flying when you want a steady hand. You have a higher grip that moves like this, that you can use as a cursor over the displays, as a mouse on a computer more or less. And you have touch buttons everywhere on the display, on the throttle. The aircraft is completely HOTAS, hands on throttle and stick. You can access all functions without moving your hand from the throttle and stick. We have a display down here that will talk to the mission computer. It has everything to do with deeper communication settings, data link settings, anything like that that you don't need high access to, you find down here. We have a backup radio, we have radar, different radar modes that you don't need to deal with that often are down on the left side. And things that we don't rarely touch is on the right side, because you want to keep your hand on the stick. The aircraft is very, very easy to fly. It takes little of the pilot's concentration to fly the aircraft. And I'm rolling the aircraft now and maintaining horizontal track while I'm talking to you. There's no flaps, there's no trim. You just fly the aircraft. The aircraft will go where you tell it to go. The system takes a lot from the pilot, and the training of the Gripen pilot is almost all to get to know the system. You can do both air-to-air, air-to-ground and reconnaissance, and all the buttons change when you change mode. So flying the aircraft is the easy thing. Learning to do the system is what takes time. But on the other hand, you can do a lot with the aircraft.